back to Tell the Truth channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. I have a message from my Father that He wants me to speak on. Now listen, I am not here to discriminate on nobody. I'm just here to do the word for the Father. I'm just here to speak the message that He tells me to speak on. And that's all I am. Like I keep telling y'all over and over and over, I am the messenger. That's all I am. Is my Father's messenger. That's what I am. I am to do whatever He tells me to do and how to do it. That's what I'm here to do. So, He gave me a message to speak on. And it's about man's messing around with man's. He want me to speak on this. All right. He want the women's to know why man's go after man's. He want the women's to know why women's go after women's. He want me to speak both sides of this. Both sides. So, I'm going to start with the man's first. Okay. So what he want me to speak on that? Man's, like man's, because you know how they say, how you say it, man think like a man. They want a man to think like a man. So mans know that women's don't think like mans. So they want a man to think like a man. But see, I'm not speaking on every man out there because every man don't like the same sex. Every man don't. But most of them out here do. And they looking for a partner that thinks like them. That's what they looking for. So I'm going to tell you something. If God can take a man and completely turn his whole body into a woman, and he's a man, and he think like a man, that man would choose that man before he choose a woman, because that man thinks like him. That means they on the same page. So if you got one that's ignorant, he's ignorant. So both of them ignorant. If you got them as sophisticated, then both of them sophisticated, because they think alike. And that's what mans want. They want ignorant people like them. That's what they want. That's what they want. So go back to the days when mans used to play with dolls. And they used to have these G.I. Joe dolls they used to play with. Some of the mans love playing with G.I. Joe dolls because they like mans. Some mans play with G.I. Joe, not G.I. Joe, but, regular dolls because they like ladies. So that's why when you see your brother or your friends playing with your dolls, therefore they like the girls because they like the girl dolls. If you see them playing with two boy dolls, therefore they like two same couples. That's how that goes. So, you remember back in the days how boys used to dress up and they put a scarf on their head and tie it up like they got long hair. And then they'll walk around with their mama's heels on and all that stuff. They wanted to be gay since they was a child. You can't say that they was born to be that. No, no. They was not born to be gay, you know. Because the father don't make no mistakes, okay? He don't make no mistakes. So when he created Adam, he created Adam as a man, not part of a gay man, you know, a man. He's completely got man inside of him. And, you know, we do have a little bit feminine in us. Like we got a little bit testosterone in our bodies as women's. We got a little bit of man in us and a little bit of, you know, woman in us. And like the man got a little bit of man in them and a little bit of woman in them. But it don't supposed to be that much testosterone into a woman. And it don't supposed to be that much feminine into that man. It's supposed to just be a little bit, but not that much. Because you got to look at this. The only reason why is that because God took the bone from out of Adam and placed the bone into the, you know, dirt and made woman. That's why they call us woman. That's why they call us woman. Because we part of a man. Because God took the bone of Adam and put it into dirt and made woman, and it became one man. But the point is that he didn't mean for the man to turn as a woman, and he didn't mean for a woman to turn as a man. He wants you to have a little bit of feminine ways to show how you can treat a woman and how you know how to treat a man. So sometimes women's got to be a little bit hard to know how to protect themselves. And a man needs to be a little bit softer to know how to cry when he's, you know, going through stuff. That's something they don't need to hide in front of a woman. He has to let a woman know that he has a softer side. Like a woman needs to show that she has a harder side. So it's supposed to go both ways. But God ain't saying that for a man to look at a man to be his spouse or his girlfriend. He's not looking for that. Because if he wanted that, he would have created Adam and Adam. And he would have created Eve and Eve. But he created Adam and Eve. That's what he did. So what he's saying that a man wants a man wants a man to be just like a man. He wants a man, but he wants the man to look like a woman. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, the man has a little bit of feminine ways in him. Just like a woman has a little bit of testosterone man in her. So he really want a man to think like him, but be a woman. Do y'all get what I'm saying here? He really wants a man to think like him, but be a woman. To do the things that he does. Okay? Because you have mans out here that shoot pool, everything. And they shoot pool. And a gay man shoot pool. He do everything a man does. You see? They do the same thing together. And that's why a man want a man, because a man do what the man does. Do you get what I'm saying here? I'm trying to explain as best as I can here. He's saying that a man rather have a man because they think alike. They do everything the same. They can walk around the house stinking, scratching their booties or whatever they do. A man and a man can do the same thing. And they get along with that. They get along together like that. But when it comes to a woman and a woman is not the type that wants to smell all that stink. But a man is the type that wants to smell all that stink. So they just both alike. So a man would rather have a man just like him, but to be a woman. Do you get what I'm saying here? He wants the man to act like a man, but think like a woman. Okay? Like dress up like a woman, have breasts like a woman, have vagina like a woman, walk like a woman, but be a man. That's what he wants, to be a man. But see, it's different with a woman. A woman supposed to want a woman to be a woman, but a woman want a woman to be a man. Do y'all think that's kind of weird? It's weird. Because a man want a man to be a man but be a woman, and a woman want a woman to be a man. Do that make sense to y'all? Because make it make sense. A woman wants a man to act like a man. But a woman can't be a man. A woman can't hit like no man. A woman can't defend a man off like a man can defend a man off. Do you get what I'm saying here? A woman can't get a penis like this man can go get a vagina, but a woman can't get a penis. But see, a woman can have surgery to get her breasts completely cut down like a man that don't have breasts, but a man goes and get breasts to be a woman. Okay, stay with me here. Stay with me here now, okay? I hope I'm making sense to y'all here. So, this is what the Father is saying. That's why mans go after mans, because they want a man to be like them, but be a woman at the same time. As long as they, look like a woman, but be a man, that's cool with them. And that's why a lot of gay men are jealous of sophisticated women's, regular women's, because they want to be a woman, but they cannot be a woman. No matter how much surgery that a man have, he could never be a woman. Because when he passed away, his body is going right back to him being a man. The same as a woman. If she try to be a man, which she can't be, truly, Lord, she cannot be, because she can't get a penis. She can cut her hair like a dude. She can't walk like a man, because a woman gonna always have that feminine walk. You get what I'm saying here? So a woman can try all she wanted to be a man, but she can never be a man, because when you look at that woman, you're gonna see that woman. You're not gonna see the man. Like a man can literally go out there and change his whole entire self to look like a woman, and you could not tell them apart as being a man. But a woman, she can try to be a man, but you still gonna see the feminine in her, because she has that switch that's gonna always be there with her. And she can't change that switch. Even if she try to be a man, she's still gonna walk like a woman. And her features gonna still show that she's a woman. Regardless, if she try to hide it, it's still gonna show that she's a woman. You can't hide that. But a man, he goes out there and he changed all his features. But deep down inside, he's a man because he's ignorant. You get what I'm saying? You know he's a man, even though he try to act like a woman. He's a man because he's ignorant. His ignorancy comes out. He can't hide that ignorancy. Even if he go get his whole features changed, he can't hide his ignorancy because he's a man. That ignorancy gonna always show. That's how you gonna know he's a man, because he's ignorant, and that's gonna always show. It's gonna always show. So, no matter how much a man try to be a woman, he will never ever reach that. He will never ever reach that score of being a woman. It will never happen. No matter how much surgery he has, he would never ever reach that score to be a woman. Just like a woman would never reach that score to be a man. It would never happen. No matter how much surgery he has, it would never happen. Because even if this man go and try to get his his penis changed into a vagina, he still ain't gonna never be able to bear children. Because he has testosterone inside of his soul that he cannot take out. He cannot remove his soul because the soul is his body. If he kill his soul, he's going to kill his body because his soul is connected to his body. So God did not make man to bear children. So man cannot bear children no matter if he go try to get himself a vagina. He's still never going to be able to bear a child because it's not meant to be. It's never meant to be. So he could try all he wanna, but it's never gonna happen because that's not in God's plan. If God wanted men to bear babies, God would have put it as a man should be able to bear a child. But see, it wasn't written like that. It was written for man to be man and woman to be woman. See, y'all try to take God, his ways, and turn it around to y'all ways and make it look stupid at the end of the day because you can't change nothing. Because you was born as to be a man and a woman was born to be a woman, and ain't nothing you can do to change that. No matter what you do, you're going to always have that man inside of you. That ignorancy gonna show even what you do to your body. That ignorancy is gonna always show that you are a man because a man is ignorant. He's ignorant. And a woman can try to play a part of an ignorant man, but she can't because she's not. She's not. A woman is intelligent. She's not ignorant. But she try to play that part, but it don't look good on her. And she can't hide her identity because she has the female body as a woman, and no matter how much she try to change it, she can't change it because she's going to always walk like a woman, but think like a man. She tried, but she can't even think like no man because she's a woman. Just like a man can't think like a woman because he's a man. Regardless of how he changed his features, he could never think like a woman because he's a man. Because that's how God made us, to be man and women. And no matter what y'all do to yourself, it's going to always be, you're going to always be a man as you are a man. As a woman going to always be a woman as she is a woman. So it don't matter what y'all do to yourself, because at the end of the day, when you pass, you going back to who you are. You going back to who you are. The way God created you, that's the way you're going back to be. So it don't matter what you do. No matter how many facials and lifts that y'all get on y'all bodies, no matter what y'all do, you still, as you pass away, you're going to go back to the person that you was created to be. That's it. No matter what y'all do to yourself, you cannot touch the main thing inside of you is your soul. That's one thing you can't change is your soul. You can change the outside, but you can't change the inside. And that's your soul that you can't touch. Because if you touch your soul, you might as well die. Because your soul is the one that's got you living. Once your soul, return back to God, your body goes back to dirt. But your soul goes back to man and woman and flies up to God, but your body goes down into the dirt and turn into dirt until God ready to raise you up and to come back to be the person that he created you is as a man and woman. And that's what y'all got to understand. So no matter what you do to yourself, you're going to always be a man and you're going to always be a woman. No matter what. So if this man wants to have a man, to be just like him, fine. If that's what he chooses. Because they both ignorant together. So a man and a man can deal with an ignorant man because they both ignorant. So they rather have a man, to be a woman, but a man, but they ignorant because that's what they want. They want ignorant people like them. That's what they want. And some of these women want an ignorant man because they want their woman to be ignorant, but their woman can't be ignorant because she's a woman. Even though she try to act like she a man and try to be an ignorant man, she can't be because she's a woman. That's what y'all got to understand. Ain't nothing y'all can do. Because like I said, and the Father is telling me to say, your soul is what's got you living on this earth. And once your soul passed to heaven, your body goes to the dirt and your soul go back to one man and man. And this is what he wanted me to speak on. So this is what he want all of y'all to know. No matter what you do to your body, you're going to always be a man and she's going to always be a woman, regardless of what y'all do. So if you try to kill that, if you try to kill your soul off, you're going to kill your body and you ain't going to be here, period. Think about that. Because everything you do to your body, you cannot touch your soul. Regardless of what you do to your body, you cannot touch your soul. This is what the Father wants me to speak on. So, thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I will be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.